10th summer, and every time I come, it's just like, I get to see my family all over again. I can come here and just be open with everyone and they accept me for who I am. It's really great.
I've been coming to camp for 6 years, and it's definitely not my last year.
This year is my first year. I'm coming back next year, and it did a lot for me, like to feel great about myself, have like fun, and how like to express myself about HIV and AIDS.
The atmosphere, I would say it's just fun. From the moment you walk in and you hear the kids just screaming and shouting and singing songs in the lunchroom and playing games on the rock climbing walls, doing skits, it's just a lot of fun. And we do provide education, and that's part of the piece that Park Nicollet brings in for Camp 5.0, but we really try to make it interactive. So the kids and their parents are working hands-on with the dietitians, making food in the kitchen, cutting things up, cooking, and so it's really interactive and fun.
And I remember sitting in on some of the nighttime conversations too, when they would do kind of the wrap-up of their day, so they can get kind of sincere and heartfelt as well. They're talking about hardships they've had in their lives or important people that have really influenced their lives. So, there's all sorts of conversations going on at camp that are really meaningful.
And my story is that how my mom had HIV and she never told me. And so that's when she only told me at the end of time, and she told me about my therapist that told me. And every day she always thinking of the wrong things, that she gonna die and all that. And I tell her, don't think about that, because that's you thinking about you thinking about the past. Think about the future now.
Coming here is kind of like when you see someone you saw last year, it's like, oh, hey, that's my sister or that's my brother. And when you meet new people, you're like, hey, I'm adopting you. You're my new family. And it's just, even if you don't know the person all that well, you become close over this small amount of time. It's all you need is just a couple of days to make friends for life.
Camp helps us with our reactions and helps us think about what we do before we do it, because when we're here, we work as a team, so sometimes we don't all get along, but we work through our differences and we leave camp really happy.
To me, Camp Heartland is more like my family. More like a family reunion, coming back for a weekend, just having fun.
And I think it's really nice for them to feel that they're not alone in this. There are other people who have children who are going through the same thing, and the kids feel the same way. They make friends really quickly there. They're just really happy to know that there are other kids out there who are going through the same thing that they are.
So we always talk about camp as kind of like the kicking off point for our programs, and so camp ends, but like I said, the friendships that they've made at camp go on and on. We really encourage the campers to stay connected through writing letters, Facebook, through other social media. We also have reunions for some of our programs, so we bring the families back together again throughout the year to remind them that they have these social networks and that they have these support systems.
People should get involved with One Heartland because it's a very meaningful organization that reaches out to children who are at risk and in need. And if you are passionate about children and want to see them succeed because they are our future, then it's very important and meaningful to get involved.
Whether it's coming to camp and being a volunteer, or coming to one of our reunions in Central Park, or being on our board of directors, or going to one of our Journey of Hope programs where our campers come out and speak. There's so much you can learn from our campers, and being around them is inspirational to me. That's why I do what I do, is because I get to be around some of the smartest, kindest people that I've ever met. And I would be a completely different person if I didn't have the opportunity to meet and spend time with our campers.